one story that I find interesting that actually isn't associated with the number 41 is the story of Nicky's cell phone. Why don't you relate that to the listeners?
Okay. After the fire, right after the fire, I was answering all of the phones. We had so many calls from people, and I was answering my wife's phone and my cell phone and the house phone. And when Nicky passed on Thursday, we didn't know where he was, where his remains were. It was such a confusion. We hadn't heard from anybody. We couldn't find him. And on Monday, following the fire, Joanne's cell phone rang, and it said Nicky. I immediately grabbed the phone and took the call, and there was nobody there. I called the telephone company, our cell phone company, and explained to the supervisor the situation, and they put two searches on it right away. And they found that the phone had been turned on at 10 minutes of 12 and then shut off again and then turned back on at 10 minutes of 4 when I got the call. And I thought that what had happened was that the responders had Nicky's body, and they had found his cell phone, and that they were playing with it to try to find out who it was, whose it was, etc. Well, 3 days that night at 11 o'clock, I got the call that they had found Nicky's remains. So we were very relieved that part of it was over. And 2 days later, when I went to the funeral home to pick up his possessions, the only thing they had was the cell phone in a plastic bag, and the cell phone didn't work. I took it to the phone company, and they told us that it had been waterlogged. So nobody could have used those buttons to call us. We feel that it was Nicky calling us to let us know that our wait was over.